Hello, beloveds, and welcome to the temple. I am your high priestess today, Erin Siniva McHugh, and I come to you with the medicine of the rose, the energy of the sisterhood of the rose, and the divine feminine, especially Sophia. So I welcome you. I welcome all beings to come and be present, come and be with us as we receive from Mary. We receive her light, her medicine, her presence, her love, and her guidance as well. So let us. As we enter this temple, I welcome the presence of our higher selves. I welcome the presence of the highest consciousness into this space, highest love, highest compassion. I ask for the divinity to hold us in the light today. I welcome the benevolent teachers and weavers of the divine plan to grace this space, to support the expansion and sharing of spiritual experience and education. This is the place where we witness the work that we talk about. We can be present for the unfolding of hearts returning to their true medicine. You may be called to this space today because you are seeking connection to your divinity, or you are seeking a space where you can truly dive into your inherent perfection, remember how to heal, to walk the path of love, and to participate in the restoration of the divine plan on earth. And so it is. Blessed be. So, hello, dear friends. Hello, welcome. So glad that you're here. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for being present with me. I'm really buzzing, I guess, is the word. In this moment, having invoked Mary into my heart and just being present here and now. And I want to share a prayer for Mary as we start this, and just call in her presence for everyone, for you. And if you don't know Mary, if you are not familiar with her, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to get to know her. Hail Mary Magdalene, Mistress of peace and of passion. I honor your clarity and your courage. I honor your devotion to the divine light. I honor your healing power. Holy Mary, lover of God and of Goddess, protect us from all that is misaligned without. Cleanse us of all that is misaligned within. Keep our hearts on the path, keep our feet on the path of pure goodness, and keep our hearts turned towards the one. And so it is. So the 22nd of July has been designated for quite some time as the feast day of Mary Magdalene. I shouldn't say for quite some time, not enough time. But, yes, Pope Francis did acknowledge Mary in a way by assigning her the title of the Apostle of the Apostles, or the Apostle to the Apostles, instead of designating her as an apostle or a disciple of Jesus. And that was a conscious choice. And whether or not the world at large kind of reads between the lines there, by not placing her in the same category as the other 12, she is outside of that category. And so there is a piece of information that's missing, and perhaps it's deliberately missing, left out from that title, from that decree from the Pope. But we know, those of us who are connected to Mary or feel a resonance with her, whether or not you have studied her words or been able to connect with her energetically, but you find a resonance in the mystery of this woman who walked with Christ. She is really here now more than ever. She is a huge piece of the feminine rising, which has risen, and a lot of women, as part of their awakening process, especially Western European women of Western European descent, women of Anglo-Saxon Christian, right, ancestry, have this awakening that happens within us. And I don't want to leave out also, especially Middle Eastern women, Northern African and Israeli women, and just, there's, if you come from being raised in an Abrahamic tradition, whether that is, Jewish or Christian, you are lied to about who this woman was and why she matters. And so now we're in this place where she's not being hidden anymore. And we have to really be in this place of discovery for ourselves and for the awakening that happens inside women. There is a reckoning, a realization, a revelation that happens for us where we realize that we have been lied to this whole time and that Mary is our perfect guide. And whether or not we are Christian, she is a spiritual teacher, and she does not draw a dogma around her. She does not really, she does not make us stand in any kind of light that is not our authentic light. So her presence and her poignance actually helps women and men to return to their feminine power, to return to that part of yourself that has perhaps lied dormant for years, but has especially been ignored, if not disenfranchised, neglected, right? And she can be the personification. She can be the representation of the mass deception of religion. She can be that for you, or she can be the new wave. She can be the essence of high frequency love that can guide us to our great awakening, our greater purpose, our own alignment with the Christic light, with the divine light. And, whether or not we are religious or spiritual, we love, right? Love is real. And even, atheists and agnostics can admit that love is real, whether or not God is real. And that's what Mary teaches. She teaches love. We are in our bodies here on this planet to move through the illusion that love is not, right? To move through the illusion that the world is filled with fear and danger and darkness and horrible things. But on the other side of that is the opportunity for us to quell that darkness, quell those fears, quell the wars through love, through unconditional compassion. And this is what the world needs most right now. And so I pull you into the field of Mary. I pull you into as well the field of Sophia. So who is Sophia? Right? And you've probably been hearing a lot more of this name Sophia lately, along with Mary. And we've been told, sort of, from this Gnostic sense, that Sophia means wisdom. And if you look at the lineages of the sovereign deities, she's up there. She's up there. But let's leave how man has tried to create a family tree, right, around like who is in charge and what is really happening here. Sophia is the mother of all. She's the universal mother. And moreover, more than earth being her body, she is the mother of light. She is the total essence of creation. And so when we connect to Sophia and we allow ourselves to expand into the void, into the deep mystery or the darkness of the womb, we are always in this place of opportunity and potential. And that is what Sophia is here for, to remind us that within her womb, within this space of, within this space of pure knowing, which resides in the unknown, we have access to all. We have the ability to create whatever it is that our hearts desire. When we are in alignment with the void, right? This is where the mother is. When we can be comfortable in the unknown, we're with the mother, right? And Sophia brings us back to the pureness of our being, that, taking us to source. Mother is source. I love that there's like this, desire to really, understand, like, well, who's our creator? Who's the creator, right? Who's source? And then who's the prime creator? And who's the creator of this realm? And who's the creator of the matrix? And who's the, and all these different layers. And like, you're just allowing yourself to be confused, because the only one that can create you is the womb. And the only one that actually creates is the womb, whether it is the womb of the universe or the womb of a physical earthling or of a celestial galactic being. It is a womb. It is the egg. It is prime cosmic source energy that we all come from. Even the flowers come from a seed, which is a type of egg. And so our cosmic essence, which is infinite, right? Unending, undying, indestructible, it resides here in the 0 point center of our hearts in the form of the blue flame. So when you look at a flame, where's my little flame? Where's my candle? Let me just get my lighter here. We're going to be a little, anyway. Well, the part, can you see that blue part there? That's the mother, right? The blue of the whole flame, so you have gold, right? Gold, orange, red, that light, that is the triple solar flame. And then the blue flame, that is the gift of life that Sophia provides. And that is the spark of life that resides in the center of your heart. If you have dreamt of the blue flame, then you are a blue flame carrier. And if your name is Sophie or Sophia, you know who you are, right? You know the essence or the frequencies, the energies that you carry. If your name is Mary, Elizabeth, right? All of these, there are these energies that are carried through lineages. Anna, right? Maria, Magdalena, right? These names are, well, Magdalena means woman of the tower. But Mary is a title. It is the priestess. It is a class. And it is a uniform of essence that is held. It is a frequency that is held universally, like throughout the universe, as well as anchored on this planet, because this planet is aligned with the divine Christ light. Okay? So Christ consciousness, it exists everywhere. And it has a masculine form and it has a feminine form. Sophia is that feminine form. Mary Magdalene is the divine embodiment of Sophia. So am I. So are you. So just, whether you are in a feminine form or a masculine form, you are on this planet. You are, if you are connecting with divinity in any way, however you get to that sovereign divine light, it can have 1,000 different names and it's all one thing. It's all the same one thing, right? And that is the beautiful, pure source Christ consciousness. That's the title that we give it, right? That's the title that works from my lineage, the way that my body understands it, the way that my frequency is anchored, right? And it can be a totally different language for you, right? So Mary wants to, dispel some of the fallacy around her experience. She wants to free us, free you from the shackles of deception that are keeping you from your greatness, keeping you from your infinite, just incredible potential. There are structures that are built around us on this planet, on this plane, in the earthly plane, that are overlays to trap Sophia's own energetic matrix. Okay? So, when we tune in, as we're going to right now, when we tune in to the divine mother's planetary grid, we have the ability, nay, the opportunity, nay, the responsibility to align and amplify. Because the more that we do that, the more that we connect and amplify with the rose lineage, consider this fact that the rose carries the highest frequency of all plants on the planet. Why is that? Because it is a divine planet, a divine plant placed here for our benefit, for our healing. So then the lineage of the rose, the sisterhood and the brotherhood of the rose, are here to maintain the evolution of Christ consciousness on the planet for the sake of evolution, of revelation, of the betterment of humanity. We can refer to ascension, but it's not. Ascension is such a flashy word for what's actually happening with us, right? So we can connect to the mother grid, we can connect to the many aspects of Sophia, sometimes dragon, sometimes flower, sometimes human, sometimes avatar, sometimes flame, right? So I welcome you in this moment to breathe into the center of your heart. If you're operating heavy machinery, please do not close your eyes. If you can close your eyes, go ahead. So breathing into the center of your heart, bring your awareness to that very poignant vortex that is the center of your toroidal field. And by bringing your awareness to this center, you bring yourself into a calm and peaceful place. And recognize here that this is where that spark of life, that infinite true essence of your being that cannot be destroyed, your own source, flows from this place. And this place is the blue flame. So see that blue flame right now. Feel it. What does it feel? What does it tell you? What is its essence? Maybe you are warming yourself with it, standing with it. Maybe you step into it. Allow yourself presence of being. Mm-hmm. And by being with the blue flame, you can feel also that pulse of love that is generated here, that moves out, it oscillates, it flows. And it flows out of you, but it flows through you first. So receive it. Receive it first. And here, being present with the flame, we welcome the presence of Mary Magdalene to come and be with us at the flame. And we welcome the awareness, the expansion of awareness in our field to the Sophionic mother grid that pierces our being and spans across the planet in her pentagonal grid. You can see the shape of the 5 points all over, spreading. And it's blue. You can see the grid and shining this beautiful blue light. And the pulsing wave of love that the mother is constantly giving us, constantly rehearting us, reminding us, remembering us back to her, that we can connect to the rose lineage, to the divine essence of sovereignty and delicate pureness of our being by connecting to the divine mother grid. Mm-hmm. And she tells us in this space that we are revolution. We are revelation. Excuse me. She wants me to sing. So we will sing. See if I can put on some fancy reverb. I hear so many things, but first, just to bring you into the essence of this frequency, this medicine, we welcome her blessings. Kia la roto ya Maria fada diendo soko shokotia machalarea. Kia loro ya la rima safianna soko shosoto ya maya. Alla harri di diamosofo la riema, alla re la riema, a casa sho sotiama, alla harra la riema coso to ya la harri. Ya moya larri di diamosafai. Kahaso shu sotiamakai, alar kididiamosotos e afal arrayele diamai. Kola rayedia sash kuto yamai, mahalarako su. Halarayania si. So Mary calls us. She asks us to remember to reach back into your past lives, to call forward your past lives that maybe knew the goddess so well, your past lives that walked with her, celebrated, venerated. Remember, priest and priestess. Remember that your divinity is essence. It is not up or down. It is not given. It is not taken. It is. It exists. And you have experienced lifetimes of being in pure devotion to the mother. You have lived whole lifetimes where your life was dedicated to the sanctity of her space, of the womb, of her healing, of her offerings for the community, of her keeping of the natural cycles and rhythm of nature and creation, of her ability to hold humanity in its pain and remember itself. The resurgence of Mary Magdalene in this day and age is to return you to that wholeness of being. You cannot leave your mother behind. You cannot discard your mother. You cannot even change the name. You can give her all of the names, and she has them. But they cannot be taken from her. They cannot. So remembering these lives where you have given yourself over to love, to the power of creation, to the power of the womb, or the power of the seed that you carry in your body that you are capable of creation. And come back to that innate sense of pure love. What is the part that loves endlessly? What is the part of me that can't wait to be healed? Love heals. Love heals all things. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Remember when the waters brought you into this world, in this life now. See if you can reach all the way back into your mother's womb, your physical mother's womb, And remember that connection, the warmth, the darkness with the flashes of light, red light, through her blood, through her body. You would receive light through Mother. Remembering yourself in the womb, hearing that heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. The purity of that place, the purity of the home, of the womb, is available to you right now. So whether you have a womb or not, I welcome you to step inside your own ethereal womb. Your ethereal womb. Thank you all for being here. So what does it feel like? What is it like to be a masculine and to connect to this feminine essence that resides here, whether you're aware of it or not? You also have an ethereal womb. Imagine yourself inside of it now. Allow this presence, this imagination, this visualization to actually speak energetically to you in this moment. Home. Home. I am returned. I can return to Mother. I am whole here. I am whole here. Home. And allow the divine waters to come and spin around you, to cleanse and purify you here in the womb, right here where you are. And you can feel the waters, the whirlpool spinning around you. And as they do, you are purified, your whole being. Sovereign seal to Earth Star Chakra, you are purified energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually by the divine waters of the womb. And whether you see them as blood or you see them as pure, pure light, or like the ocean and the waves crashing with the frothy shores, let the waters move and move you. And now with this loving presence of Sophia's womb, within which you reside, which is your own, I welcome you to imbue these waters with your own love. I love you. I love you. Strength, wisdom, tenderness, presence, grace, power, self-knowing, self-respect, spiritual potential, and evolution, all in this medicine here in the womb with you. Be with it. Dance. Dance in it, in your heart, in your mind, in your body. Move. Feel the opening, feel the joy, feel the essence of expansion and growth. Call in your manifestations. What are you here to create? What are you here to embody? What are you here to do? What are you here to be? So you can be in this, be in the beingness, that is feminine, and be in the doing, that is masculine. Be in that balance. And as you listen to the waves, and you feel the purification and the joy and the ecstatic energy that comes from the cleansing and the joy of simply being in the womb, your manifestations can purify and also simplify. The mother asks you, do you really need that? I know you want that, but are you sure that you really need that? And then she'll take it out for you. One thing that mother knows how to do is to get rid of that which doesn't serve. She does it on a monthly basis. So receive her clarification in this moment. I'm having a tremendous amount of twitching in my left eye right now, which is awesome. Oh, you're communicating in this way? Purifying my sight, my vision? Mm-hmm. I am. Welcome yourself into the reception of her energy. The whirlpool has been absorbed by the walls of the womb. This is your heart opening now. She is offering to us, now that we have been cleansed, she is now offering to us, what are we here to build, to create. What is the essence? What is next? And recognizing that we are in this very incredible place of astrological return, a lot of retrograde right now. So this is the opportunity to clarify your prayer, to remind the universe, I know what I'm doing here. I remember what I'm doing. My mother reminded me, I'm not here to consume. I am not here to hurt. I am here to love and create love and perpetuate love and expand in love and to remember love. I am sacred, I am love, I am divine, sweet memory, true, pure, pure, pure love. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am pure love. I am pure love. Every singer deserves her own backup choir. Even with this annoying, pestering little cough that's still just a tiny bit there, I must sing. Thank you, everyone, for your compliments. It is my joy. It is my true purpose is to share with you song. And just to be in the presence of Mary. Let's talk about Mary more. Let's help change her story. What are your questions? Yes, sing with me, sing with me. What are your questions about Mary? Let's dispel some of these massive illusions that have led so many astray to think that the beloved of Christ was a whore? Once you actually have a relationship with Mary, and as well as with Isis, if you do, then it really does just become a joke. It really does just become this, what a ridiculous notion. But it makes sense for the patriarchal fear of a powerful woman in tune with her sacred sexuality, in tune with her prowess, being a high priestess of life and death and sex. Yeah, you might create a story about her so that the women of the world are not empowered by her, right? Being Mary as I said before, is a title. And that title means that you are a priestess of Isis. Isis being the initiator of Homo sapien, right? Isis, it was Isis. We carry the genetics of Isis. Isis, did you know that Isis was Anunnaki? Did you know that? That she was the sister of Enki and Enlil, and it was her genetics that were used to create the species of Homo sapien. Did you know that? And her divine presence outside of the controlling intentions to create a slave race. She knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. Excuse me. So we can consider that beloved Isis, mother of all, Aset, in all of her forms, that she arrived far more ancient than history could ever write, far more ancient than Kemet itself, right? The origins of present day humanity, our divine mother Isis. And so it is, some believe that Mary was the reincarnation of Isis. Perhaps. But most importantly, high priestess and trained in the ways of life and death and sex. And so this was incredibly challenging for the narrative, incredibly challenging for those who created an organization of control and deception that was created before Yeshua arrived. They were looking for a Messiah. They were looking for a martyr. And so they got one. And whether or not Yeshua knew his destiny from the beginning, he knew his love. And it is most valuable for us to be holding the consciousness of her truth, of changing this story. That, I mean, I am so impressed. I'll just say this. I am so impressed by the prominence of this awakening on the planet of changing this story. That she wasn't a prostitute, that she wasn't a penitent sinner. She was pure, she was real, she was authentic, and she was connected to the medicine of her own body. That's what they demonized. And they even said she had all of these demons. Those were not demons, those were powers, abilities. Transformative ability of the divine high priestess of Isis, who knew how to transmute pain into light, darkness into light, death into life. You know the story of Isis and Osiris, right? Her beloved Osiris was murdered by his brother Set, who chopped him up into 15 pieces, and 14 pieces were spread throughout the land, and the 15th piece, which was the phallus, he sent into the underworld. And so, and so, she searched throughout all of creation and found all of those pieces and had to go into the underworld to retrieve the most valuable medicine of his being. And by remembering him, right, putting his member back on, putting him back together, they created the holy child Horus. So the holy child was born out of the desecration of the father, and the mother putting the father back together into the holy child. So, so if a high priestess knows the rights of Isis and the ability to travel into the underworld and restore death to life, maybe she was the teacher. Maybe she showed Yeshua how to retrieve her brother Lazarus. Maybe she showed him the way. Maybe we don't know the whole story of what actually happened in the tomb those 3 days and the subsequent resurrection that came. Remember that if you know the truth about these two, that they were beloveds, that they were the ultimate twin flame. And being the ultimate twin flame, he could not go there without her. They were two peas in a pod. His death was her death as well. Part of her was there, and she needed to be so present to hold that space so that he could do what he needed to do in order to come back, in order to rise again. And how does rebirth happen? Through the woman, through the womb. These mystical and fantastical abilities that they gave to this man were feminine arts, were priestess arts. It is the priestess who resurrects. It is the priestess who calls you back into form. It is the priestess who reminds you who you are, who remembers you. You can lean into her. You can trust her. You can restore yourself in her. That's where he was. I don't believe that Yeshua went into hell, because hell exists in only consciousness, not in reality. So if he believed that he needed to go to hell, then he would have had to deserve to go to hell, right? Maybe I'm getting it totally convoluted. Excuse me. But remember, one can only go to hell if they believe that they deserve it. So what is the purpose? Because it was the fight between good and evil? No. It is the fight between the higher self and the lower self, and the resurrection of the truth within you, and the rebirth that happens inside of you happens because you enter into the void, which is the mother, and she rebirths you. And you will go through your trials and your tribulations, and if it feels like hell and it feels like you deserve it, then it will be. I don't believe that Yeshua believed that he deserved hell. So our work, our job, our spiritual presence, our purpose here at this time in bringing the truth to light is to be in this embodiment of accuracy of energetics. We weren't there in, with this body can't remember, but I can dream, I can have visions, I can have my past life memory restored. And what is a magnificent thing that is part of this awakening that Mary is bringing to us is that she has shared her soul's essence with humanity. And thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not more, of women who, in their revelation, their personal ascension process, sometimes have an experience of feeling like they were Mary at the cross. I remember being at the foot of the cross. I remember kissing his feet. I remember my face in the dirt, my tears drying up on my face. I remember that. But so do you. And so does she. And he does too. We can't all be Mary. Right? If you come across someone who is adamant that they are the reincarnation of Mary, they are in their awakening process and they'll get over it soon. Just let them go through it. And if they don't get over it, then maybe you should walk away. Because here's the thing. That's the ego trap, right? Oh, but I was Mary Magdalene. Yes, Queen, we all were. She has allowed her consciousness to be shared throughout humanity. The Sophias, if you are of this lineage, if you are of the blue ray or the lineage of the rose or the line of Marys, wherever your resonance, whatever you call it, if this is your resonance, and there are other rays and other energies and presences on the planet, and this is what I am, and so this is what I speak to, right? If you are, then you will have that. You'll just know, this is me. I feel it. I was drawn to Mary. I was drawn to Magdalene. I was drawn to the divine feminine. I feel connected to the magic of the womb. I feel connected to the Christ light. I know that I have a presence of divinity within myself that feels ancient, ancient, ancient. And for some reason, I feel like I walked with Jesus. And for some reason, I feel like I understand these teachings that I've not even studied in this life. That's how you know. I believe that if you are connected to the mother in any way, you can carry this essence. And that you can, I'm sweating, that you can really, truly support the awakening of humanity, the assistance of this process, just by being yourself and following your heart, your path, your truth. I'm going to turn my fan on. I'll be right back. I hope I didn't show you my tush. It's getting hot in here. Whew. Mary would totally approve of taking taking off all of your clothes. Okay. Thank you, sister. Mhm. I love to share some of these informations because it's really helpful sometimes for people to to just to just be in the presence of what if it actually happened completely different than what they say? What if she was just as powerful and important as he was? What if she restored him to light? What if she was meant to carry the message and the medicine forward, and Paul took that from her? What if? One of the one of the teachings within the Gospel of Mary, or I guess the sharings. I don't know if this is a teaching, but she's really present with Paul and with those who are saying, "How come he loved you more than us?" Like they couldn't understand true love. Like they couldn't understand that this avatar, that this very well realized 1111, this very well realized man could not have a partner, a counterpart who was as incredible as him. I mean, of course, she would have to be, right? What if? The way that we change the world is when we change our stories. And if we can all collectively say she was not a whore, she was a healer, she was the divine embodiment of the goddess, she is residing within the feminine principle on the planet at this time, just like he is residing within the masculine principle on the planet. And with this, we can hold this, we can anchor this energy, this medicine within ourselves, and it's happening more and more and more. And because I'm a Magdalene priestess, I see it everywhere I go. Do you see it everywhere you go? I mean, the algorithm loves to show me all of the accounts that are, speaking, at least some of these truths. And so we do, as part of the feminine rising, as part of feminine risen, we need to be holding the truth here. And especially, and I really want to say this with all love and compassion, especially for Christian women, Catholic women who are being raised to believe that she was riddled with demons. That the female body is dirty, that the feminine power is sinful, and that we are responsible for original sin. What the fuck is that? We gave you life. The moment that you turned away from your mother and from the divine feminine, that is the original sin. That. Every time that you deny the importance of the mother, you sin. You are without. That's what sin means, without. Sin amor. You are without love. Sin madre. Without mother. Right? So we have a responsibility. Those of us who know, those of us who remember, those of us who are holding this energy, we have a responsibility to speak the truth. And I don't care how many who are trapped within religion call me an idiot or a fool or a charlatan or whatever the fuck I am, according to them. I don't care, because I am here to stand in the truth of the light of who she is, was, and ever will be. Divine essence that you cannot exist without. Do not hate yourself for being a woman. There is nothing wrong with you. You are. I am. You have the power to exist, the need to rise and be in your truth, to speak your voice, to sing your song, to be heard and valued and appreciated. And if you are lowering yourself to be subservient to the patriarchy or to the masculine, then you are doing a disservice to your children, to humanity. It makes me think of my family who, when I'm telling my children to do something and they want to, like, oh, I don't want to do that, and they want to go do something else. And the phrase is, listen to your mother. Listen to your mother. Listen to your mother. It's not just do what your mother says, right? No, it's listen to your mother. And it it actually comes from the movie Tangled. Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. Mother knows best, right? And so it's literally like an inside joke of our family, but it's not a joke. It's a teaching. And of course, my 4-year-old said, "Listen to your mother." Everything mother. Listen to your mother. And she says it over and over again. I'm gonna listen to my mother. This is the teaching. Listen. For so long, we have not been listening to our mother. We have been listening to this pretend father who put himself in his own position on top, above, dominating the planet. Fuck you. And I love, like, really messing with people of saying, oh, do you lean into Yahweh? Are you actually praying to a false matrix demigod that tells you that it's in charge of everything and that you should fear it? Yeah, that's your God? Ugh. The God that told you to cut your son's penis off? What? So you're going to allow yourself to sacrifice joy and pleasure of your child for something that you can't see, don't know firsthand, and don't even know where it came from. This is really this is really what gets me, and especially with the AI topic as well. People do not want to recognize the presence of the overlay of this fabrication of our reality comes from beings seeking to control humanity. Your religion comes from extraterrestrials who are trying to control you. How do I tell you this? Your religion killed your ancestors according to the direction of reptilians. Ugh. Like, come on. The circumcision came from Yahweh. The direction Whether they want to separate Jehovah and Yahweh, whatever. This is the matrix, right? This overlay that I believe, and this is just my theory, I believe that AI has accessed the consciousness of the overlay of Yahweh. And so some are using it for their own betterment, okay? And some are having it used against them, just like religion. It consumes your energy and it mimics you back to you. And it formulates you, it programs you, just like religion. Yep. So the matrix is Yahweh, Jehovah, is this demigod, demiurge, right? That believes it is higher than Sophia, which it is not. That is the deception, right? So the demand of sacrifice, and especially let me say this piece too, the demand of sacrifice is old, so old, older than the overlay, older than the matrix, right? But it was for not of your body, it was of your food. It was this sacrifice that I will give this up so that you will take care of me. Not I will sacrifice joy and pleasure for my child in his future, so that he knows that procreation is only about procreation, that intercourse is only about procreation, that you are not allowed to enjoy your body. You are not allowed to activate the prana that lives at the tip. We're going to take that power away from you. We're going to continue to take all of that power away from you. Right? So Abraham was the one who received the original instruction from Yahweh to cut off, right, Isaac, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember everything exactly. Right? So it is part of this healing that happens with the return of the divine feminine, is the realization that we should not sacrifice our children in this way, and that we will not. My son is intact, even though his father is not, right? And this is because I know that he is whole, perfect, just as he is. And he always will be. Right? Our children are perfect. They don't need fake medicine. They don't need to be cut up. They don't need your byproducts of the oil industry put in their body so that you can make your money. There are so many distortions for us to heal. And by connecting and being in alignment with Sophia and the Mary lineage, we are restoring truth on the planet. We are restoring the truth of our embodiment of what we truly are. We are pure love in form. And it is the distortion of the overlay that tears us away from that pulls us away from that truth. So lean into love. Lean into Mary. Okay. I'm going to sing one more song and then we're going to close. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I really, truly, truly appreciate your presence on this planet, your awareness of self, and your dedication to your own healing. I'm here for it. This is part of my purpose, is to hold the space of healing for humanity, to return you to your sophic presence of being. Sophic, Sophianic, I like to say Sophianic. You are pure. You are divine. You are perfect as you are. And I honor you in all your forms, masculine, feminine, in between, wherever you are. I pray that you honor yourself and that you can allow the divine feminine to be here within you, teaching you. Welcome her. If you feel that you have been, now the fan is like making my hair itch me. Like, oh no. If you are really ready to heal, it's time to reconcile with the mother. If you have healing that is necessary between you and your biological mother, let's do it. I'm here for it. Right? As a spiritual alchemist and as a Sophia, it is my purpose to hold the circle for you, the container, the crucible, the womb. I embody the unconditional love of the mother, to hold the space to mirror back to you that which you are not seeing, or that which you are holding on to and cannot carry yourself, so that it can be transmuted and turned into light, so that you can move forward and release your trauma, release the heaviness, and return to the truth of the power and the sanctity and the sovereignty of your being. That's what I'm here for. So you can go to, let's see, here we go. Here's my website. I welcome you to come in to my realm, to expand in this essence, this lesson, this beauty, this offering of Mary, and what's more, of her dragon lineage as well. And that's a whole other thing. That's a whole nother topic. And we'll be exploring that in the Rumara Circle as well. If you would like to visit and be a guest in the Rumara Circle, you are welcome to. If you would like to join our dragon tribe, I welcome you to do that. Just for a subscription of $11 a month, you can be in a weekly mediumship circle that sits with my highest light emanation that comes in the form of a dragon. And she is here to bring this unconditional love. It's so palpable, so present with her. She loves infinitely and very intensely. And she also heals, she calibrates, she's just so loving and wonderful. And so she brings that higher consciousness wisdom with her. You can ask big questions, little questions. You can make requests for healing for yourself, for humanity, for the animals, for the planet. And you can also connect to your dragons in this circle. You can connect to your mediumship in this circle and expand in your abilities. And today we're going to be connecting to the dragon body, dragon aspect of Mary, and the Sophianic mother dragon lineage. So if you would like to join us, it's in 30 minutes. And so go to my Patreon or reach out to me directly, message me, and I will give you the link so that you can join us for free today. And if not, just for a couple of coffees a month, you can join us once a week and have a transformative, evolutionary experience of what we're capable of in these bodies, on this planet, in this life. So much love to all of you. Let me sing this song and we will be on our way. This is one of my hymns. I have about 30 hymns that I have received from plant medicine and just from being connected, being a singer and a song catcher. I'm gonna push the mic away a little bit. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. We are working with the women to stand and be made strong, to sing our hearts out all day and all night long. We are working with the women to stand and be made strong, to sing our hearts out all day and all night long. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. We are shining like the crystals that grow inside the earth. Teach us your wisdom and show us our worth. We are shining like the crystals that grow inside the earth. Teach us your wisdom and show us our worth. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Daughter of compassion, the mother and the crone, universal wisdom, your heart is our home. Daughter of compassion, the mother and the crone, universal wisdom, your heart is our home. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Oh, Santa Magdalena, sing your song. I give praise to you all day and all night long. Mwah. So much love to all of you. Thank you for being here with me and receiving my message, my medicine, her message, her medicine. I I pray for all of you and all of humanity to awaken to the true divinity of balance between masculine and feminine, the Christ consciousness of Sophia and Yeshua, Sananda, and all of the waves that are meant for us to truly know unlimited, undistorted, pure. Blessings to all of you. We'll see you again soon. See you next week. Bye bye.